You need to go outside? Come on, let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Let's go. Hey, you gotta go pee-pee. You're not out here to eat. Go. Rusty, Lily. Come on, let's go. Inside. Dixie, come on. Inside. All right, so today we're gonna be doing a little bit of a different video, or at least starting out that way. I'm finally, let me get out here with some light. Finally got the truck loaded up and getting ready to go to the body shop and drop the truck off for the paint work. So here we go. Okay, so we're gonna take the journey over there to Duane's place and drop the truck off for some paint. I think I need some help with the color. What kind of color are we gonna do on this thing? I was thinking red, maybe white, black, silver, blue, I don't know. I sure like the maroon color on the new F-250s, so that's definitely a choice, but also bright red is way up there. So here we go. All right, passing through here, a little race car action. Waiting on a few things to come in on the race car, so we're just gonna kind of do a quick, kind of like a garage update. And so I can show you guys what's going on here in the garage where all the machine work stuff is at. So let's check it out. Okay, so real quick, you know, we got the truck dropped off to the paint shop to get all the paint work done to it. Still haven't decided on a color. Need some help with that. But had a couple of different requests for people asking to show you guys around the other garage. Now here, as you can see, we're not in the normal garage where most of the videos are shot at. This is what I call the machine shop. So I'll kind of go through it real quick and explain what's going on in here. First off, it is a huge mess right now because the car is torn apart and there's parts in here for that. The truck's torn apart, there's parts in here for that. The CNC machine is torn apart and it is scattered all over the place. But I'm gonna also explain what is going on with that. So first, as you can see behind me right here is a lathe that's torn down in various states of disrepair. That lathe is getting converted from manual to CNC. So if you look over here in the corner, that stuff standing up in the corner is the lead screw and some of the electronics and some other jazz that goes to the lathe. Behind me is the lathe that you've probably seen in most of the videos. Good machine, won't ever change it. Over here, you're looking at a regular manual milling machine that I use all the time. It's been down for a while, but I just fixed it the other day. I do a bunch of work in here for some of my customers that are not into cars, but I can't record that work. I can't show any of it on YouTube because a lot of it's proprietary, and I don't want to get in trouble for that kind of stuff. So last but not least, I'm working on the CNC machine right now, and I'm going to take the camera, flip it around, and show you what's going on there. Okay, so some of you guys may remember I had talked about converting the CNC to Tormach's PathPilot software. Come to find out, Linux is just a little bit over my head, and I just don't have time to learn it and figure it and all that good stuff. So what we are doing is we are just simply converting the CNC machine to some newer hardware, which is this card right here. That's the new version of the Ethernet Smooth Stepper. For those of you who don't know, that is just a card that converts a standard parallel port, which is actually on the bottom of this card, which would normally plug into a parallel port on a PC. It converts that parallel port to an Ethernet signal, so you get more inputs and outputs, more or less. The other part of that is we're adding this little doodad right here, which is called the Pokeys 57U, which is a USB device, plugs into the CNC controller computer, gives me a lot of input and output options, so I can have some buttons and things like that on the console without tying up my inputs and outputs that are coming off the breakout board. I'm not much of an electronics person, but that's my explanation and I'm sticking to it. So let's turn around, take a look at the CNC machine itself in a little more detail. Okay, so this is pretty standard issue stuff. This is a converted machine from a regular manual machine turned into a CNC machine. Now, it's exactly the same machine as that one over there, but now it's CNC, computer numeric control, for those of you who don't know. This machine has ran before. It worked pretty good before. I'm just making it better. So in this particular case, you'll notice that it actually has a tool changer on it. So this thing will rotate around like so, and as when the program calls for an M6, which is the tool change, the machine, the head will go to a certain height. It'll rotate to a blank space here. The head will come down. It'll grab the tool, put it away. It'll put the next tool up that it's calling for, pick it up, and then go and do the next operation, depending on how I've programmed it. So, yeah, lots of stuff to figure out there. It's actually ran before, like I said, so it's you know, it's still pretty cool. I'll throw in some clips also, so check this out right here. So some of the stuff that's getting changed on here, like this proximity sensor, it just tells when this carousel is in the home position, and from there it knows where the #1 tool is and so on and so forth around the carousel. That's the tool changer there. So whenever the M6 is called up, it fires off an air solenoid that's in the back, and this piston comes down and opens this collet right here, which in turn lets go of the tool. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this garage. I showed you a few clips of the machine, changing the tools, making some cuts, drilling some holes, all that kind of fun stuff. It's one of those things, when I sit down and start jacking with it, I can't stop. It's just, it's consuming. It's like a puzzle to me, you know, so I have to sit there and figure it out and put it together and make it work and all that. And it's fun, it's time consuming, it's challenging, it's all those things in between. It also allows me to put a custom twist on my car that most people normally wouldn't do. for those of you who watched or paid attention or saw in some of the videos, there's a lot of custom pieces on my car. Like for example, if you look at some of the intake pictures or video, it's a regular carbureted intake that's cut up and it's got a big elbow on it and all that. All those parts were made here. So I just like doing that kind of stuff. I just like it to be different, and I like to make stuff, so we mix it all up. Okay guys, that's probably as good a place as any to end the video. As you can see, there's lots of work left to do on the CNC machine, lots of wiring and testing and all that kind of jazz. It is Christmas Eve, so be sure to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Spend some time with your friends, family, and loved ones, and the people that you haven't seen in a few years, be sure that they know to have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and you're dying to see them again. Anyways, yeah. Give it a thumbs up, share, like, subscribe, and comment, and we will see you guys in the next video. Thanks.